I'm chillin', I'm good. I'm kicking back and I'm vibing. I'm chillin', I'm good. I'm kicking back and...
Hey y'all. Hey y'all, hey y'all, hey y'all. Hey y'all, hey y'all, hey y'all. It's Alyssa Yasmin here. It's Alyssa Yasmin here. Nah, what's going on, y'all? Welcome back to my channel. Thank you very much. I am so sorry that I had you guys waiting for so... It is raining out here. It is pouring. It is pouring in Florida right now, guys. I'm tired of it. I'm sick and tired of it. It's every day. But today, I wanted to come to y'all with a story time. I felt like, why not? Like, I'm going to just let y'all know about... I'm going to let y'all know about my time in jail. Because, see, starting off, right, like, a lot of people don't even know that I was in jail. Like, honestly, like you don't tell people that. You know what I'm saying? Like, you just don't tell people, like, oh, I'm going to jail. Like, I knew for months before I was going. Also, like, I was going to court, like, I went to court from, like, I want to say... Originally, like, everything had happened in, like, April, and I want to say I went to court May, June, July, August, September. I may have missed October or November or both, but I went in December, and January is when I got sentenced. And then also is when, you know, I had to turn myself in or whatever due to, like, my lawyer situation with the courts and everything. Like, he hooked it up for me to still have, like, a little bit of free time for, like, 2 extra weeks, but, you know, to get myself together. It wasn't something that, like, I wanted people to know. Like, I was going to jail. I was going to jail. Like, I've been arrested before, yes, like, but I've never been to jail. First of all, I know y'all probably wondering already, like, first of all, what did you even go to jail for? Oh my God. First of all, I spent 7 months in jail. Okay, 7 months. To a lot of people, that might not even be a lot of time, but honestly, like, that's a lot of time. That's more than a half of a year. That's a lot of time. For me, that's a lot of time. That took away a lot of my time. You get what I'm saying? Like, my life was on hold the whole time. Like, what? All right. I went to jail for assault and battery on an officer. Allegedly. Allegedly, I spit on him. Allegedly, that's what happened. I did not spit on him. Yes, guys, I did spit. I was very drunk. It was a very wild night. Yeah, so me and my shorty had, like, got into an altercation or whatever. I know I stepped outside of the bar to, like, call a friend of mine. I actually called my friend Shantae. I called her to talk to her real quick or whatever to let her know what was on my mind. Y'all know why I went to jail. I went to jail for assault and battery on an officer. It was because he said I spit on him. I did not spit on him. I did spit because I had to spit. This is the thing. So I'm not going to talk about, like, what happened, like, that night. But I mentioned how I've been arrested when I was younger. Now, I'm from New York City, right? I'm from New York. If you have been arrested in New York, you know that there is a bookings for every borough, right? So, me personally, I have been to Bronx bookings and I have been to Manhattan bookings before. I got arrested in Virginia. I was in Riverside Regional Jail. Okay. Also, I want to point out that I was supposed to be on work release. I had never even heard of that. So basically, it's kind of like, oh, you can go to work while you're in jail. So it's like you go to work, whatever. I think it's like Monday through Friday or whatever your scheduled days are for work. A bus comes, like, you're in a different part of the jail as well. So I guess it's the work release program. So you'll be in that section the whole time of your sentence, and then you get to go to work on the days that you work, whatever. There's a bus that will come pick you up. take you to your job, pick you up when you come home. So basically, it's kind of like you living like life. You feel me? So I was all for it. I'm like ready, like, you know what I'm saying? Like I said, I done been to court umpteen times. You know what I'm saying? I done did all the crying I was gonna do. Like, oh my God. Like, minimum for my charges was 6 months. That's just what it was. The minimum for my charges was 6 months. But it goes by, like, I got 7 months because it goes by, like, it's like a pre-sentence report that they do. And that kind of, like, with, I guess, the arrests that were made previously or whatever your charges were, it's kind of like a point system or whatever. And it kind of lets you know, like, I don't know, I guess how much time I was going to do. So my minimum amount for my charges was 6 months. My medium amount for the charges because of my pre-sentence report was 7 months. And the highest amount, I can't remember directly, but I know it was like a year and 3 months or 4 months. I'm just saying, you feel me? Like, at this point in time, I'm just thinking, like, damn, I never been to jail. Like, this is crazy. Like, I've been, like, arrested and, like, you know, whatever, had that experience, which still wasn't, like, a great one. You know what I'm saying? Who wants to be behind bars or whatever, you know? Like, but, you know, I was young, but now I'm older. I was 27 when I went to jail. Like, who's going to be sitting there thinking, like, at 27, like, this is what I'm doing. I'm sitting in jail for 7 months. What? No, that was not at all in my plans. My homegirl Juju had came from New York to Virginia for the weekend. It was also her birthday weekend. Her birthday is January 27th. It could be the 26th, but I want to say for sure it's the 27th. But her birthday's the 27th, so I had to turn myself in on the 30th. So we was lit. We was lit that weekend. We was so lit. So I was kind of like hungover the next morning. Like, I ain't even gonna hold you. I was hungover, but I wasn't the hungover that I thought I was gonna be. You know what I mean? Like, I thought, I don't know. I just want to say I didn't care that morning. Like, I didn't even care no more. Like I said, I knew I was going. Like, at this point, I done did all the crying I'm gonna do. Now, I'm not going to say that throughout that 7 months I did not cry, because I did cry. I cried for many reasons, but that day going in, I didn't cry. I didn't cry that morning. I didn't cry that day. I didn't cry that night. I just didn't cry. I go in, whatever, go through, you know, whatever, they take my piercings out, or they asked me to take my piercings out. I took everything out. I didn't think that my septum was going to close, and it didn't. I had it for years. My ears did stretch. They did shrink, which did piss me off. But eventually I did kind of like catch back up to where I wanted to be, which this isn't where I want to be. I want to go a little bit like bigger, but I got little ears, so I don't know if I can. Gave them that, went in, they put me in a cell, which I guess is their bookings, right? So this is the thing. I had previously been arrested in Virginia before that. That's another story, different day, whatever the case may be. If y'all want to hear about that, whatever, let me know in the comments. If y'all want to hear about that story, I can let y'all know. But I had previously been arrested, and that was just like a misdemeanor charge. So I had already been to their booking, right? So that's what I'm thinking. I'm thinking that where I am and where I'm turning myself into is the booking area, and then, you know, whatever, I'm doing this, and then I'm gonna go, because I had been here before, like I said. So I'm thinking this is the whole, you know, like as if I was in Manhattan, I'm in bookings, right? No. But yes. So I'm in there, I'm in like the cells in the front or whatever. I'm in there like all day. I don't want to eat none of that food. I know that I'm about to be here for 7 months. So don't get me wrong. Don't think that I don't know that I'm going to have to eat this food. I know that I'm going to have to eat this food. But, like, I'm just not with it. Like, I'm aggy. I'm tired. I'm still kind of hungover. I just want to sleep. Like, mind you, at the time, I was currently smoking cigarettes. But cigarettes wasn't even hard to give up. I didn't even crave them for real. I did start smoking cigarettes again when I got out, which I don't currently do anymore. But I did smoke them again when I got out because I wanted to, whatever. So that was another thing. I kind of wanted a cigarette at first, you know, like that day or whatever. Just kind of just like, oh, I don't want to be here. Like, why? Whatever. But like, this is what it is. You knew what it was. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like sleeping all day. I'm sleep all day in my cell. They keep coming back and forth or whatever. It's probably like 1 o'clock and I finally get a phone call. So I call, was it like 1 o'clock? It could have been like around 1 or 2 o'clock. I finally get to make a phone call or whatever the case may be. I call my shorty and she's just like, you know, asking me what's going on. I'm letting her know, you know, what I've done so far, that I haven't even done anything. Like, I've just been sitting in the cell all day. And she's just like, you know, I don't, listen, y'all, big shout outs, no funny, the two people who, and I'm not going to say that people didn't hold me down when I was in jail, because very few people did, of the very few people who knew. However, the two main people who really held down the whole time, month 1 to 7, before that, after that, is my ex-girlfriend and her mom. P.O.P. They held it down. I'm trying to tell y'all. Like, when I tell you, I like, as soon as I make that phone call, my ex like, oh, there's already money on your books or whatever. I'm like, how? She's like, oh, it's not much for now. I just do something on there because I don't really know how it work, whatever. So I'm like, all right, whatever. Get to the point, they asked me if I want to eat, like, dinner. I let them know, nah, I'm good. She's like, you sure? This is the last meal of the day. It's like 5 o'clock. Like, last meal of the day? I'm like, nah. Because I asked her what time it was. So I'm like, nah. That's crazy, but I'm good. So now I want to say it's probably like 6, 7. They starting to do, like, I guess, pull us from the front cells or whatever. So now I'm thinking, they about to pick us up, put us in a bus, take us to the jail, because we in bookings. Bro, no, that's not what happens. That's not what happens.
I'm chilling, I'm good, I'm kicking back and I'm kicking back and I'm